here. All right, so the most thing we need to know, organic chemistry, I love to call it carbonic. That's me. I call it carbonic.
Oh yeah,
it's a chemistry of carbons, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So we know it's organic chemistry. All right. So one of the things is the valency of carbon. It's basically 4. I call them hands. Carbon has 4 hands. All right. Sometimes it can form double bonds. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it can form triple bond. 1, 2, 3. There'll be the 4th one. You get what I'm saying? That's all it can form. Yeah. Single, double, triple bonds. Right. But nonetheless, okay. Just give me can you give me 5 minutes?
Yes, sir, no problem. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Every time when you bond a carbon with whatever, just check up, down, left, right. It must be surrounded by 4 bondings every time. All right. All right. So now you started doing what we call hydrocarbons. Let's go there. I'm just going chop. I'm writing it. It's hydrocarbons. We already know it's hydrogen and carbons. Hydrocarbons. I'm not going to go to aliphatic and so forth. So what you did, they told you you had alkanes, alkanes. Remember, these are the single bonds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe let me just write single bonds to help you remember. So that's single bonds. Single bonds. And the single bonds are called saturated. These are the ones which are called saturated.
Yeah.
Saturated. And the next thing, you are given a general equation. It's given as C subscript N, H2N, and then plus the 2. Next one, you had what I call alkene. Alkenes, anything that is not single bond, it's unsaturated. So these were double bonds. Double bonds. And these ones are unsaturated. So unsaturated. Unsaturated. The general formula is the same thing, almost Cn, H subscript 2n. You subtract 2 right at the bottom, then it becomes 2n like that. Then you've got, you had triple bonds. Triple bonds, which is alkene. So you've got alk with a Y, YN. It was supposed to be I.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this one is going to be triple bonds. Triple bonds. Remember, saturated, it's only single bond. The rest is unsaturated. You might have memorized that. Saturated, it's all single bonds. The rest is unsaturated. General equation is Cn subscript 2n, and then you minus the 2. We're good, right? You still recall this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's go on. Then we've got prefix. Prefix. When you've got one carbon, we call that one meth. It's just meth, will be followed by something. If you got two carbon, it will be eth or eth, followed by something. And then number 3, it's gonna be prop, followed by something. Number 4, it's gonna be but, followed by something. And then number 5, you can think of a pentagon or a penthouse. It's with pent, which is 5. And then you've got 6, you can think of a hexagon. So it will be hex something. Then you have number 7, you can think of a heptagon. Hept, followed by something. Then 8, you can think of an octopus. Octagon. Octopus has 8 legs. And then this one you can think of the number 9. 9. It's none. 9. Yeah. Non, you see? Non. Sounds like 9. And then 10, think of a decade 10. So that will be deck. You do up to here. Now, if I've got a single bond, if I'm dealing with the alkanes, you see they end with a ANE. So that means I'll put AN here. So it becomes methane. The same one, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, decane. We good, right?
Yeah.
If it's double bond, it must end with a ENE, like that. So it will be methane, ethene, propene, butene, pentene, hexane, and so forth. If it's triple bond, you end it with a YN. YNE. Methane, ethine, and so forth, up to the end. I hope it's making sense, is it?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Then we write it as MAP. And then, okay, HHHOND. So that's how they memorize all up to 10. They say monkeys eat peanut butter. Well, I've never seen a monkey eating a peanut butter. I know it eats bananas. Why can't they say peanut banana, whatever it is? Okay. Monkeys eat peanut butter.
Yeah.
People have honey on noonday. With myself, I call it map BP haunt. In my mind, when I say map, I'm actually thinking of the actual map, the map of the world. When you say BP, I am thinking of BP garage. Do you know a garage called BP garage?
Yeah, the green.
When I say horned with a double H, I am thinking of a horned Afrikaans dog, a dog. Yeah. Can you see that? So you know how it works for me. Though the spelling might be different, but it gives me that picture. It's like somebody who's going on a journey. You don't know where you're supposed to be going. In other words, you must follow a trail, a path. You must follow a path. It's like maybe I'm going to Durban. So I imagine myself having a map because I'm going to Durban. So I must have a map, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And normally people, when they are lost, they ask direction from the garage, don't they?
Yeah.
So I see myself standing by the BP garage with the map in my hand and my dog to sniff the way. You know, hunters, that's what they use, a dog to sniff for the path, for the way, isn't it?
Yeah, for navigate.
Yeah. So I have a picture. I'm holding a map in my hand. Here is my dog. I am here at the BP garage. All three of us, we've got one mission. We want to know the route, which path. The map gives me the path. The garage people, when I ask them, they give me the direction. The dog will sniff for that. That's how I remember. I say map BP horn. Yeah. I've got a map. I'm at the BP garage, and I've got my dog, but it's in Afrikaans with a double H, Hond. All right. Yeah. Then I remember all of that. Okay, so there we are. So now what we need now is to begin to name these things. So let's start with the alkanes. Okay. First, let me write it like this. Naming. They call it nomenclature, chemical nomenclature. You have heard that, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just naming. Okay, they can call it nomenclature. Okay, but let's just call it naming. It's just straightforward. Naming. Okay. Now here's how it works. Number one, I look for the longest chain. You want the longest chain. Now I'm going to add the longest chain that consists of carbon to carbon to carbon bonding, meaning it's a bonding of carbon with another carbon, a longest chain of carbon bondings. We good?
Yeah.
Here's another key. That longest chain, it is not necessarily a straight chain. You can go around the corners, around the bend. It doesn't have to go all the way straight. You can go straight, turn around, make zigzag, whatever. You can go around the corners. We good?
Yeah.
All right. That's one. Once you have that in mind, then here's how everything take precedence. Okay, maybe I should remove that number one. I just say, okay, find the longest chain. Then this now must apply. One, the longest chain that has, we're going functional group. That include the functional group.
Yeah.
A functional, I'll say GRP. The longest chain that include the functional group. Your functional group is alcohol, ether, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. We good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to those one, don't worry. If you don't have that one, that means you're going to look for the one that include triple bonds. Triple bonds. It is in that order. That means functional group is the boss, is the king.
Yeah.
And let's bring that one there. If you don't have triple bond, you look for the one that has a double bond. Longest chain including double bonds. If you don't have double bonds, it's actually singles. So that means the fourth thing, it was going to be branches, a branch.
Yeah.
Now, you cannot have a double bond and a triple bond at the same time. No ways. If you got triple bonds, the double bonds are not there. In other words, you won't be left confused. You won't be left confused saying, should I go with the triple bonds or the double bonds? If you've got triple bonds, the double are absent. You good?
Yeah.
If you've got double bonds, the triple are not there to confuse you. All right, so you say, okay, I'm looking for the longest chain that has a functional group. And you're like, okay, the functional group is not there. Then you say, okay, then do I have a triple bond? Yes, I do. Then you pick that one. Well, if you don't have triple bond, you said, do I have double bonds? Then you pick that one. If you don't have all of the first, number one, number two, number three, it's basically single bonds, but you're going to pick the longest chain. All right? But in the numbering, when you number in such a manner. If you have a branch only, the branch must be assigned the small numbering. If you got a functional group, you number from the closest functional group. If you got triple bond, you number from the closest triple bond, so that the triple bond, it's assigned, it's given the small number, or the double bond is given the small number. Triple branch, small number. Did that make sense to you, what I just said?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the alkane single bond, meaning we're starting down here by number 4. Okay. So by number 4, if you have, let's just have something. Let's say you got C bonded with C, bonded with C, bonded with C, bonded with C, bonded with C. And then let's say we have something here, C there, and then C there, and something there's C there. All right. And everywhere else, it's hydrogens, it's branches. Now, I know we can put the hydrogen. I'm going to call this one location A. I'm going to call this one B. Then I'm going to call this one C. All right. Maybe let's call it D so that we don't confuse it with the C of the other carbon. There we go. Now, I'm looking for the longest chain, not necessarily a straight line. It doesn't have to be a straight line. You can go around the bed, carbon to carbon to carbon. You've got 3 options. Option 1, I go from A to B. In other words, I'm going this way. Option number 2, let's just do this. Option number 2, I could go this route, come this way, A to D. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Option 3, I can go with this one, B to D. So you have A to B, A to D, B to D. Amongst those 3, one of them is the longest. Which one is it? A to what, B to what, D to what? Which one do you think it is?
I think it's A to D.
Good. It's A to D. Once you locate that one, A to D, put it in the box. So I'm going to go here and I go put that in the box. And I said, okay, this is what we have. We've got that. I'm just putting it in a box, or highlight it. Highlight all those carbons. That includes their hydrogen. So there we go. Whatever it's not in the box, rather, let me say a carbon which is not inside the box, it will be the branch. The branch is there by C there. We good, right? By B, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So let's put it in the box. So the branch is a yellow one. Good. So that means we have picked a longest chain. We've got a branch. There's no double, no triple, no functional group. Then when we number the things, 2 choices. We can either number from A to D or from D towards A. We want the C in the yellow box to get the small number. It must be assigned the small numbering. So then I do this for you. Then I say 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I say 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I also do this for you. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which numbering is correct, the red or the yellow?
If we're gonna, I think it's the yellow because we have the shortest branch. Well, it's on branch. I mean, it's on carbon number 4.
Yeah. With the yellow numbers, the branch is located on carbon number 4, which is the smaller number compared to the 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then we number from D to A. Good. So let's remove all of that stuff. And then we number that from D to the thing. Yeah. So we now have 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, 7, 8. I start with the longest, that number 8. 8, it's oct. There we go. Oct.
Yeah.
I said, okay, guys, we've got oct. Then I said, okay, do I have a double bond, triple bond, single bond? I said, everything is single bond. So it must end with a A-N-E. So I've got octane. We good, right?
Yeah, we good.
That's the parent. Then I go to the branch. The branches, I'm giving you the name now. I'm giving you the name. Let's go back here. Remember, this is alkane. Alkine. Alkyne. There is an N-N-N-N-E, N-E by the end. The branches are called the alk.
Yeah.
I missed the L there. I want to put back the L. They are called the YL, alkyl group, because they're going to end up with that YL. They are called the alkyl group. The branches are called the alkyl group. So that means this one is one carbon. One carbon, it's meth. You know that it's meth, isn't it? Let's go back and see. Can you see? It's a meth. Now I must finish it up. Then I said, but it's a branch. So it's a YL, alkyl, like that. Then I say, where is it located? In carbon number 4. So then I need to put the location. So that means I need to write 4 hyphen. We separate a number and the letter with a hyphen. We good, right?
Yeah.
Good. Then all I need to do is just to take my branches, put it first. I just need to put it here, as a prefix here next to octane. All right. So so maybe let me put it down. So I put it there. That is 4-methyl, and then the octane needs to come down there. When it comes down, you join them as one word. So that's your answer there. We good, right?
Yeah, we good.
Perfection. All right. So let's give you another one. All right. So let's go another one. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then let's have 1. Let's have also the 2 there. Okay, let's bring that down. Let's bring that down. And then maybe we can have that. Yeah. All right. And then, yeah, let's leave it like that. And then we've got the following option. This is point A. This will be B. And then this one will be the D. And then we've got the E. We've got different option. Option number 1, you can go all the way like that. You can go A to E, or you can go A to D, or you can go A to B, or you can start with B to the D, or B to the E. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can go D to E, whatever it is. So which one do you think is the longest chain from where to where? It's all single bond. Which side? A to B, D to B, da da. Which one do you think is the longest?
A to E.
A to E. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's check the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So A to E, is it the only one, the longest one?
No, it's there's 2 long paths. There's E to B and there's A to E.
Yeah, A to E or B to E. If it's a tie, the choice is yours, which one you prefer. Either one will give you the same answer. Which one do you want to pick as the longest chain? A to E or B to E?
Let's do B to E.
B to E.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means this is what we're doing. We're coming this route. We're going this way. We're going that way. We're going that. There we go. All right. So every carbon that is not in a box, meaning the yellow one there and that yellow one there, are the branches. 2 branches, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now the green is the longest. How do we number this longest one? Do we start from A to B, or B to E, or E to B? Let's check. Let's just go 1,
I think
2,
BCE.
3,
Yeah.
4, and then 5, and then 6. And then we check the alternative. Had we gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Let's investigate. Let's check the red. This branch is carbon number 2. I said, okay, we've got 2. The other carbon working with the red, it will be carbon number 4. All right, let's check the other one. If you're coming with the yellow, it's gonna be carbon number 3. And then the other one will be carbon number 5. It's already been beaten. Can you see that? Yeah. So that means the red wins, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because there are times whereby you coming, let's say you're coming from this side. This must have been carbon number 2. When you come from the other one, it's carbon number 1, and you get this list number. So we're going the red one. So let's talk about the red. The red, it's 6. 6 is hex. So we have hex. Then how many? The bonds within the green box are single. So ANE, hexane. All right, then we go to the branches. This one is 1 carbon. It's a meth. But because it's a branch, it's an alkyl, while L, methyl. I need to give the address where it's found. It's found by number 4. So it will be 4 dash. We come to this one. 1 carbon is called meth as well.
Yeah.
So this one is going to be meth. All right, since it's 1, it's actually 1. I mean, it's a branch, it's a YL, methyl. The location number 2. So it's going to be 2 dash. Now, I'm going to say 2 things, but let me say this first. Remember, you put the branches down. We good, right?
Yeah.
You put them down in alphabetical order. This is M and M, meth and meth, MM, the branches. So the letters are the same. So you cannot say, I've got P and Q. Then I'm going to put the P first. If alphabetical order does not work, you go after it numerically order. 2 comes first. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's 1. All I said is 1. I said I'm going to say the second thing, which means I'm going to have to put my branch first, which means I'm going to pick on that one, 2 dash methyl. So which means I'm going to write the name as 2 dash meth YL. Then I go check the next branch. I said, there is the next branch there. I must put dash because the dash or the hyphen separates a letter and the number. So I've put that branch and that branch. Then I need to put the mother, the parent. This one, hexane. Then the hexane, I'm just going to use a capital letter so that you can see it. Hexane. Hexane. So normally, that's how you'll write the name. But here's the second thing I'm mentioning. But if these branches carries the same name, methyl, you don't have to say methyl, 2 methyl, 3 methyl, 4 methyl. You can just use words like di, bi, tri, tetra. We good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So numerical order, we start with the 2 and we come with the 4. So here's how they're going to write it. So it's going to be 2, comma. You see, you separate a number and a number with a comma.
Yeah.
Then hyphen. There are 2 methyl. So you call them di, meaning 2, meth, YL, methyl. So what I've written thus far, I took care of the 2 branches. Is it making sense to you?
So.
Then I put the remaining, then the hexane, X-A-N-E. I hope it's helping you. You got it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. That's what I wanted you to see. Yeah. I was after you knowing dimethyl and how to separate that. Okay, let's look for another one. Let's try another one. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6. Let's go 7, 8. All right, and then let's go that way, and then that way, and then let's go that way. Okay, and then that way. There we go. So we've got all of that chain. Let's talk.
Yeah.
All right, I need to put the letters to help you see. Let's call that one A. Let's call that one B. Let's call that location D there. And let's call this one E. Which one do you suppose is the longest one?
A to E.
A to E. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 6. Yeah, A to E is the longest. So that means we're gonna take that one. We're gonna go that route, and then we put that one in the box. There we go. We good, right?
Yeah.
Numbering. Which way do we go? Where are we starting? From A or from E?
From E.
Yeah, it's obvious from E. Yeah, it does look so. 1, 2, and then 3, 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and then everything in the green box. Those are my branches. All right, let's start with the longest, the mother, the parent. It's 9. 9, it's non, N-O-N. Then I say, okay, are we having double or triple bond, single bond, single bond? So A-N-E, A-N-E. All right, so we took out the yellow one. Now we come to the branches. We're looking at this one, the first one here. It's 1 carbon. So 1 carbon, it's actually meth. Okay, then I say you are a branch. I call it YL. Address, you found by number 4. So it's going to be 4 dash. Then we go to the other one, this one. I said, how many carbon you've got? 2. 2, it's F. And I said, but you are a branch, YLE, methyl. Address, carbon number 4 also. So it's going to be 4 dash. We good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we did, that's why I showed you this one in the box. I said the normal way is to do this. If you find out that the names are not the same of the branches, you don't need to do dimethyl, whatever. All right, so here we go. We say, all right, I need to put the branches first, ethyl and methyl. I said between E for ethyl and M for methyl, which letter comes first? E comes first. So that means that I must do it alphabetical order. In this case, alphabetical order, it's gonna work. So I'm gonna take 4 ethyl. I'm gonna put it down. I said, there we go. The next one, I need 4 methyl. Then I copy that, then I bring it here. But remember, if I put it there, the letter and the number are separated by an hyphen, okay? So that means I put a dash there. Then I need the parent name, no name there. No name will connect together there, and then it will come over there. That's the name. I think you got it. Is it making sense now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's just put a little bit of haloalkanes, just halo. Maybe, or maybe we can deal with those. But we saw it bromo, whatever. All right, so this is the first part here, because I'm just reminding.